This is horror. 14-year-old girl mauled by lion in Kenya. Let's get
Welcome
into it.
back. Today we're doing a deep dive into quite a tragic story coming out of
Yeah,
Kenya.
unfortunately, a 14-year-old girl killed by a lion very close to Nairobi National Park.
Exactly. We're working from a news report on this, and our goal here is to, well, try and understand how something like this, which is thankfully rare, could happen.
And also look at the bigger picture, right? The human-wildlife conflict in that specific area.
Right. I mean, it's such a unique setup, a major wildlife park, literally on the edge of a huge city, Nairobi. It's quite something.
It really is. And the report does mention the Kenya Wildlife Service, the KWS, responded pretty fast.
Yeah, apparently another teenager saw what happened and alerted them.
That's what the report says.
Right.
And the KWS, they followed bloodstains, tracked them down to the Mbagathi River.
And that's where they found her remains. The report mentioned very severe injuries, particularly her lower back.
Yes, indicating just how, well, devastating the attack was. But interestingly, the lion wasn't actually there when they arrived.
Okay. So KWS is on it. Now they've put out traps, search teams.
Correct. Traps are deployed, teams are searching, and they're also talking about beefing up safety measures in the area.
Which you'd expect, but it does make you wonder, is this kind of awful event totally isolated? Or have there been other signs?
Well, the report does provide some context there. While a fatal attack like this is rare, it mentions other incidents.
Like what?
There was a man, Rono Kipkiro Simeon, killed back in 2019, also outside the park.
Okay.
And even more recently, a lion apparently managed to snatch someone's dog, a Rottweiler, from a property near the park boundary.
Wow. So the potential for these encounters, it's definitely there, even if attacks on people aren't common.
Exactly. And this isn't just about Nairobi or lions either. The
Yeah.
report highlights another recent tragedy.
I mean, the incident with the elephant?
Precisely. That was just days before, but in a different area in Nairobi County. A 54-year-old man.
What happened there?
He was in the Mir Forest, and an elephant attacked him, trampled him. The report detailed severe chest injuries, fractured ribs, internal trauma.
And he didn't survive.
No, tragically, he died later in the hospital. So it really shows this human-wildlife conflict is a broader issue in Kenya.
So, given these different incidents, what are the conservation experts suggesting? What needs to change?
The report included some insights from Paula Kahumbu. She's the CEO of Wildlife Direct.
Right. What's her take?
Her focus is really on being proactive. She talked about needing better risk assessments,
Yeah.
really digging into where and when conflicts are most likely.
Okay, understanding the hotspots.
Exactly. And also real-time communication, getting information out to communities quickly about where animals are moving, like an early warning system.
That sounds sensible. Anything else?
Yeah, practical things for people living nearby. She mentioned anti-predator deterrence, things like specific lighting, alarms, stronger fencing, even anti-predator sprays for properties right on the edge of wildlife zones.
So, practical tools people can use. What about the official response from KWS beyond the immediate search?
Well, naturally, they've expressed condolences to the families, which is important. And they've stated they're committed to, working more closely with the local communities and law enforcement to improve safety.
So, ongoing efforts.
Yes, and the search for that specific lioness continues. They're also making broader calls for, well, more collaboration and, crucially, more investment in preventing these kinds of conflicts before they happen.
It really throws a spotlight on a huge challenge, doesn't it? For everyone listening, think about this. We have growing human populations pushing right up against these long-established wildlife areas. How do we possibly strike a balance? How do we keep people safe while also making sure these incredible animals survive? Especially as these shared spaces become,
Comment your
well,
thoughts
more
on
crowded and
how to
complex.
prevent
There are no
such
easy
horror
answers, are there?
incidents.
But incidents
Thanks.
like these make finding them incredibly urgent.